ITV Racing Presenter Ed Chamberlin. Ed, thanks very much for your time this evening.
Right.
First of all, it's nights like tonight at the Sky Bet preview here at Doncaster Racecourse that really gets the heart racing for Cheltenham next week.
It does, big time. I mean, a lot of people say there's too much build-up to Cheltenham, but I love it. The fact is, you've probably been up and down the country as well, but the country is talking about horse racing. That's the most important thing. And Cheltenham resonates. Cheltenham resonates with sports fans, obviously racing fans. It's the Mecca, it's the Holy Grail, which is great. The Olympics are racing, all that kind of thing. I love all of that. The bigger Cheltenham gets, might be to the detriment of other things, might be, but I think it's wonderful, and it's the week where my sporting mates get involved in racing, and long may that continue.
Loads of races to get through, of course. We'll just touch on a couple more of the high-profile ones. The Champion Hurdle this year is arguably one of the star attractions. Bouverdale,
it's the star attraction, the race of the week. It is the race of the week.
Which way is this one going to go?
Listen, it's got the lot. It really, I think Ruby Waters quoted it's got the lot tactically, but it's also got the lot story-wise. With Bouverdale going for history, trying to cement that place in history with a third Champion Hurdle, which means he would be a great. He sort of divides people on whether he is a great or not. If he wins 3, there's no argument. And this is a proper Champion Hurdle. You've got Apples Jade, who's in the form of her life. They had problems last year with her being in season. They've resolved that, and she's looked brilliant. I just worry about her just going a little bit right-handed at Cheltenham will be my one worry. And I'm a big Lorena fan. And I think if you get a mare in form, it's so hard to give them £7. It's hard to give an able weight on the flat. Exactly the same thing here with these two mares. They are top-class mares. And if the rumours are true that she's as good or maybe even better than Annie Power, she'll win. And I put a tweet out after the Mares Novice at the Cheltenham Festival last year saying Lorena would win the Champion Hurdle. And I haven't changed my mind. Daryl Jacob, if you'd just like to walk through.
Come through, Daryl.
Good luck next week.
We'll go on to the day. We'll go to the day 2 feature, of course. We'll touch on that. We'll go with day 3 and day 4 with Ollie. Day 2, Altior. Does he get beat?
No, and I hope not, because racing also needs superstars, and I hope he wins head in his chest and has a real wow performance. Some people say he hasn't had a real wow performance yet. I thought last year was good because he looked beaten and then won, and the cheer was fantastic. I'd love a wow performance from him. I was a bit worried the way he jumped left-handed last time. The flu vaccination clearly hasn't helped him. And just a couple of little worries. But I don't think there's anything in the same class. Even Min, who's a top-class 2-miler, we know that Altior's much the better horse. So I wouldn't back him in a million years, but I hope he wins impressively and cements himself as an absolute great.
Day 1, day 2, plenty of Grade 1s. What other horses should we be looking out for?
I fancy Vision d'Honneur wherever he goes. Hopefully it'll be in the Sky Bet Supreme. I think Vision d'Honneur, who Gordon Elliott thinks is the absolute business. The ground was too quick at Leopardstown at the Dublin Racing Festival. He's worth another chance, most definitely, probably in the Sky Bet Supreme. And I'd like Glenn Forster to win the Arkle for Mick Shannon, Southampton legend, and see the windmill celebration. You're too young to remember. I want to see the windmill celebration on ITV in the winners' enclosure. That would make my day. And then on Wednesday, it's Tiger Roll Day. I don't need to say anymore.
This is the 3rd trip for ITV for the Cheltenham Festival.
Right.
Last year you tried to top the first year, and I have to say you certainly did. What can we expect this year?
We're going to try and top it again. Listen, we've mapped out all our starts for weeks and months. We've mapped out our features for ages and ages, and we've got great stories potentially. You think Lawler on day 1 with the the emotion involved there. On Thursday, you've got Andrew Gemmell, blind since birth with Paisley Park, and then on Friday you've got this People's Horse. It's going to be memories of Denoli 25 years ago and Istabrack, and if presenting Percy wins the Gold Cup, the place will go nuts. So I hope he does. It'll just be brilliant. It's going to be a fantastic 4 days. Cheltenham always throws up great stories, and it's going to happen again, I'm telling you.
And in one line, your nap for the festival?
Crikey, Heart, Tiger Roll, financially, Lorena, and each way, the best bet for me is Vision d'Honneur. Wherever he goes, I'm going Vision d'Honneur crazy.
Ed, thanks very much for your time.
My pleasure.